Hello everyone, welcome back to our second session of our learning today, right? So as you know already, for the second session, we are going to study our book is Hangout 2. So teacher today have the new lesson for you. So please prepare your book right now on your table and follow teacher by this video altogether. Okay, so right now let's move to the next one. Okay, so today we will continue our lesson that unit 9 that we talk about our field trip, but this time we do in our workbook on page 73. So before we do in our workbook on page 73, teacher want you to know about new vocabulary word for today. So now let me show you. Okay, so teacher have extra vocabulary word for you that regarding with the park and playground, right? So as you know already, park is the place that you can go there to play or to sit down or talk with the family or talk with a friend. And playground is the place that for the kid that they can play different kind of the thing that they want to play, right? Okay, so this picture is related with playground and park. So right now let's move to the next one with teacher. Okay, so teacher today have the vocabulary regarding with the park, right? As you know already, at the park we have a lot of things to play, right? Look like this one, we call it slide. So slide is the structure with a sloping surface for children to slide down. As you know already, slide is the thing that the kid like to play, especially at the playground or at the park, right? They usually climb on that one and after that they slide down with their body, right? Okay, so now let's move to the next one. Okay, so the second one, can you guess it? What are they doing? Great, so they are playing the sand, right? Okay, so this one we call it sandbox. So sandbox is a noun, a shallow box or hollow in the ground, panely filled with the sand for children play in a sand pit. As you know already, sandbox is the one that for the kid that they can sit over there and then can use that sand to build like a sand castle, or they make the thing that they want to build, right? Okay, as you see in this picture that we have 3 kids that they are doing. In this picture have 3 kids that they are making the picture that they use the sandbox to build it, right? Okay, so now let's move to the next one. Okay, so this one, can you guess it, everyone? Have you played this one at your playground or at your park? Great, so this one we usually in the park, right? That so many kids like to play this one. So this one we call it swing set. So swing set is a noun, a frame for children to play on tropically, including one or more swing and a slide, right? Okay, so as you know already, this one is very famous for the kid that they like to play. They just sit on that one and then they swing themselves, right? Okay, so now let's move to the next one. Okay, so everyone, can you guess this picture? What is this? Great, so this one they call it trampoline. Have you played the trampoline? Yeah, great. So trampoline is a noun, a strong fabric seat connected by a string to a frame. Use a springboard and landing area in doing acrobatic or gymnastic exercise. As you know already, trampoline, this one is very good for exercise that you can jump on that one, right? Okay, so I hope that you used to play this one at your playground, right? Or at the park. So now let's move to the next one. Okay, so this one teacher want you to open your book right now that regarding with our book Hangout Workbook 2 that we focus on writing. So I hope that you have this book on your table. So now let's move to the next one with teacher all together. Okay, so this one is our practice writing that A, you need to read and write. So as you know already, you need to look at the picture and then you need to write that using there was and there were, right? Okay, so look like here they have the Lakewood Elementary School students were in a big park last Thursday. So you need to imagine that. So you need to imagine that if you are in the big park, what are you doing there and what is the thing around there, right? So you need to use with there was and there were to complete this one. And B, you need to imagine that you were in the park and draw a picture of it. As you know already, when you go to the park, you always see a lot of things around there, right? So right now teacher want you to draw that one into the exercise B and move to exercise C. You need to look at the B and write. It's mean like you need to look at the exercise B that you draw it already. After that, you need to make the sentence that you sing with there was and there were. So now let me show you the example, the way that you need to do like that. Okay, so this one is the example the teacher provided for you. So example number one, there was a lake, right? So you imagine there a big park that around there. What is the thing that around there, right? So we have a lake. So there was a lake. And number two, there were mountains. Number three, there was a beach. Number four, there were trees. Number five, there was grass, right? And B, imagine you were in the park, draw a picture of it. So this one is the example that teacher draw it already into this one. So I want you to draw it into your book also. And after that, you need to go to exercise C, look at B and write. C, look at my picture that I have a swing set, I have trampoline, I have a clown, I have grass, I have a lot of things over there, right? So you need to use that picture to write into exercise. See that the question is what was in the park. So you need to write there was a swing set, there were mountains, right? So I hope that you understand our exercise A, B, and C. So you need to practice in your exercise in here, right? That I told you earlier, that I told you at the moment, the way that I give you example. So I hope that you can do it. So right now it's time for our second session, and see you again tomorrow. Goodbye everyone, have a nice day, and any question you can raise it up in our group. Thank you.